I think I might have I don't know what to do. I accidentally hit start recording twice. I don't know what that does. Alright, I'll just start it there. Okay. We are good now. So we have Jate versus Boost here. Going to Smashville to start. Another day at Purdue. Let's go, Purdue. Oh, it's not singles round 2 anymore. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. What am I talking about? Alright, we have a pre-announced coach in Guy Hero who's going to coach through Boost's headphones. Pretty cool guy. I know. I'm joking, Dan. Dan taking me literally for the 20th time he shouldn't be. True. Now, if Boost was going Cloud, I would have to tell him to put down his controller because Jate and Scoons do win that matchup, but I'm not quite sure about the Corrin matchup, honestly. He's putting in some work this stock, and that's good to see from him, but the scary thing is that you're dealing with a character who just has the misfortune of having no reliable kill options. Like, up tilt at like 150 is just barely might kill. Huh? 130? Alright. And this of course not factoring in rage and stuff, so it could kill a bit earlier, but it's the unfortunate thing is that you have to be very close range for that, and especially against a character like Corrin who can pretty much be wherever she wants and find a way to hit you. It's gonna be an uphill battle for Jate, but then again he's playing Duck Hunt. That kind of goes without saying in most scenarios. I know what that's like, trust me. At forward smash is not going to be able to take it because he was at point blank range, thankfully, which is kind of the one good thing. And on the side of the stage as well. But being at point blank range against Corrin is the one good thing because that's kind of like the one space where Corrin doesn't necessarily want you to be is in their face. Jate being very smart about when throwing out the projectiles, but like I said, it's the unfortunate thing. We have Corrin at 147, and Duck Hunt is not going to be able to pull out that kill, and it's going to be even harder now because his rage is non-existent. That rage can really help Duck Hunt players, just kind of cope with the problem that their character faces. The main problem I would say with Duck Hunt is just that it's so unfortunate because Duck Hunt is so entertaining for me to watch personally, and I really like seeing what Duck Hunt players can do creatively. But it's just so unfortunate when you see them like, look, we're at 172 on Smashville. This isn't really the stage people are known for like surviving on, and that's not Jate's fault. He's actually playing very well, but it's so hard to get good kill options with this character. And maybe I'd be a bit lighter on the character if I knew more about them, but I'm just not the most proficient player with Duck Hunt. But that's beside the point. We do have Jate sealing that stock with a back air. I know you guys are probably tired of me rambling about how Duck Hunt's KO potential is lackluster, but he actually only lets him get 31% extra credit on him, and he still was holding his own very nicely this stock. Nice roll up there to avoid the tipper of the forward smash. Wow, that was a really interesting setup. That's something Jate probably gets tired of hearing, though, is he does something probably very minimal for a Duck Hunt player. It's just something that low tiers have just face a lot, is that like when they do something that's very simple in execution, they get a lot of credit for it when it's really just something that they probably did like 2 or 3 inputs for. That's the thing, though. But hey, it looked impressive, so we're gonna give Jate some credit there. Right, both Corrin Boost was at the Super Saiyan percent there, and that tipper forward smash is going to take game 1. That is it's very unfortunate because Jate had such a solid lead at the beginning there, but I've already talked enough about KO potential for Duck Hunt. So it's going to come down to the counter pick now. I would honestly be surprised if Jate went Town and City. He doesn't want Corrin on Town and City. That's just a messy stage for that character, honestly. At least against that character, I should say. This is a good stage, great stage for Corrin, but not necessarily for fighting against Corrin. Not really optimal. I would say his best bet's probably FD, assuming a Boost doesn't ban that. Knowing Spencer, he probably did just ban FD. Spencer. Alright, so I didn't quite hear where there was Smashville. Yep. Bread and butter combos and bread and butter stage picks. Running this back to Smashville. Like I said, Jate was doing great work that last game, but oh, I was like, why do I hear a basketball buzzer? And then I forget that people outside of Smash Brothers have a life, so people are watching basketball here, although I do believe this is way more interesting because I don't get out of my house. But let's see what kind of Huh? Basketball is my favorite Smash Brothers character. God. Guy Hero making jokes that I would make off stream. or on stream. I guess I would make. What I mean is that guy here is off stream making jokes that that are of my caliber, but that's beside the point. I'm really curious to see what kind of adaptations Jate will make, because he was being very smart with a lot of his options last game. It's just, again, it just boils down to the character. And okay, well, that's not true. At the end of the day, it boils down to the player. Even some of the best players can make some of the worst characters shine. We've seen Duck Hunt in majors pull out very surprising victories over some very top level players. So it just came down to how they played at the end of the day. Corrin's up air is good. It's a good move for the four of you that don't know that. But Jate showing that he's still got fight left in him despite this deficit. Wow, insta-pins the can right back at him. It's like a game of tennis, except with an explosive can of beans and not a tennis ball. Ooh, lands with the down air. That was kind of risky, but no punish there. Just Jate probably a little bit nervous. I'm not really sure what happened to that forward smash there, because it looked like Jate got hit by it. I think he air dodged and it just hit his goons. I think he DI'd in there, and that probably cost him his stock, honestly. I'm not sure if DIing out would have made much of a difference, honestly, at that %, but it can make all, it's the little things that can make the difference. And wow, only 16% this time. Let's see if Jate can pull this back, It's hard not to root for the, pardon my pun, underdog, but, and duck, I guess, underduck. Hunt. Ugh. And then you've got just those Corrin combos, just lots of forward airs, up airs. Corrin's just a really good character all around, especially in the air. I get scared whenever Corrin's in the air, which is odd because that's usually where I like to conduct my fighting, honestly. But I feel like Duck Hunt probably likes to stay more grounded, honestly, and yep, the insta-pin is going to take it. That's a classic boost setup, taking that final stock with the stun into insta-pin. Really, really good setup all around. And great stuff to both players. Unfortunate to see Jate sent to losers so early, but that was still some great stuff shown by Jate there. Really liked what he was doing. So hopefully, maybe he'll get the run back later today. Who knows? We'll see what happens.